Imagine having unlimited money, private jets, luxury islands, mansions in Beverly Hills. But then you walk into a car dealership, and they tell you no. Not because you can't afford the car, but because you're not allowed to buy it. Yes, there are cars on this planet so rare, so exclusive, that even billionaires get rejected. And today, we're counting down 10 cars even billionaires can't buy. Some of these cars cost more than private jets. Some require personal approval from the manufacturer. Others are built only for royalty or elite collectors. And one car on this list exists only once in the entire world. Meaning no matter how rich you are, you will never own it. But before we reveal that ultimate machine, let's start with a car that shocked the entire luxury industry. In the world of luxury automobiles, money usually solves everything. If you want a Ferrari, you can buy one. If you want a Lamborghini, just write the check. But at the highest level of automotive exclusivity, money alone is not enough. Car companies now choose who deserves their rarest machines. They investigate your collection, your reputation, your loyalty to the brand. And sometimes, they simply say no. Because these cars are not just vehicles. They are symbols of status, power, and prestige. And the manufacturers want them in the right hands. Number 10. Rolls-Royce Boat Tail. At first glance, this looks like a car designed for royalty. And in many ways, it basically is. Meet the Rolls-Royce Boat Tail. One of the most exclusive cars ever created. Only 3 exist in the entire world. Each one custom built for its owner. But here's the shocking part. Even if you have the money, you still can't buy one. Why? Because Rolls-Royce personally selects the clients. This car is not ordered. It's invited. The Boat Tail costs an estimated $28 million, making it one of the most expensive cars ever built. But what makes it truly insane is the design. Inspired by luxury yachts, the rear of the car opens like a butterfly. Inside, you'll find a champagne refrigerator, custom crystal glasses, and even a luxury dining set. This isn't just a car. It's a rolling luxury experience. But believe it or not, the next car on our list is even more exclusive. Number 9. Bugatti La Voiture Noire. In 2019, Bugatti shocked the automotive world. They unveiled a car so mysterious, so rare, that collectors immediately lost their minds. This machine was called La Voiture Noire, which translates to the black car. Only one was ever built. Just one. And it reportedly sold for over $18 million. But here's the twist. You couldn't just walk into Bugatti and buy it. The buyer had to be personally approved by Bugatti executives. Because this car wasn't just another hypercar. It was a tribute to one of the most legendary Bugattis ever made. The Type 57 SC Atlantic. A car so rare that only 4 were ever built. And one of them mysteriously disappeared during World War II. So Bugatti created La Voiture Noire as a modern tribute to that legend. The design is pure automotive art. A carbon fiber body, 6 exhaust pipes, and the monstrous 1500 horsepower W16 engine. But despite its insane power, this car isn't about speed. It's about exclusivity. Because owning it means you possess something no one else ever will. But the next car on our list takes exclusivity to an entirely different level. Number 8. Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio. Ferrari is known for making legendary supercars. But every once in a while, they build something truly special. Something so rare that even Ferrari collectors struggle to obtain one. This is the Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio. Only 6 units exist worldwide. And here's where things get crazy. Ferrari didn't allow people to order the car. Instead, they personally selected 6 loyal Ferrari collectors. Each one received a private invitation. And if you weren't on that list, you had zero chance. No matter how rich you were. The car itself is stunning. A futuristic open-top design. No windshield. Just pure driving experience. Under the hood, a naturally aspirated V8 engine producing 605 horsepower. But again, the real value isn't performance. It's exclusivity. And the fact that Ferrari decided who is worthy of owning one. But the next car on this list is something even billionaires struggle to get. Because the company behind it has some of the strictest buyer rules in the entire industry. Number 7. Ferrari La Voiture Noire. When Ferrari builds a flagship hypercar, the entire car world stops and watches. And in 2016, Ferrari introduced something truly special. The La Voiture Noire. A breathtaking open-top version of the legendary LaFerrari. But here's the catch. Ferrari didn't simply sell these cars to the highest bidder. Instead, they personally invited specific collectors. People who had already spent millions of dollars on Ferrari vehicles. Collectors with long histories. Collectors who supported the brand for years. And even some Ferrari owners were rejected. Only 210 units of the La Voiture Noire were produced. And every single one was pre-sold before the public announcement. Meaning by the time the world discovered the car, it was already gone. Under the hood sits a masterpiece of engineering. A 6.3-liter V12 hybrid powertrain producing over 950 horsepower. This machine launches from 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. And its top speed exceeds 217 miles per hour. But performance isn't the only reason collectors wanted it. Owning a La Voiture Noire means being part of an elite Ferrari inner circle. A club so exclusive, even billionaires sometimes can't get in. But if you think Ferrari is strict, wait until you hear about the next company. Because their hypercars are so exclusive. They literally investigate buyers before approving them. Number 6. Bugatti Centodieci. Bugatti is known for building some of the fastest cars on Earth. But occasionally, they build something far more special than speed. They build rolling history. And that's exactly what the Bugatti Centodieci represents. This hypercar was created to celebrate the legendary Bugatti EB110. A car that defined the supercar era of the 1990s. But the Centodieci takes things to another level. Only 10 units exist worldwide. Just 10. Each one priced at around $9 million. But again, money alone isn't enough. Bugatti carefully selects its buyers. They study their reputation, their car collections, their loyalty to the brand. Because Bugatti wants these machines owned by true collectors, not investors looking for quick profit. Under the hood, the Centodieci uses the legendary 8.0-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine, producing a mind-blowing 1600 horsepower. That's more power than many race cars. 0 to 60 happens in roughly 2.4 seconds. And the car can reach speeds close to 236 miles per hour. But the design might be even more impressive. Sharp edges, aggressive aerodynamics, and a futuristic silhouette that looks like something from a science fiction movie. Owning a Centodieci means owning a piece of automotive history. But even this rare machine isn't the most exclusive Bugatti ever built. Because the next car on our list was created for a single billionaire collector. And nobody else on Earth can buy it. Just imagine this for a moment. You are one of the richest people alive. You have private jets, mega yachts, luxury penthouses, and a garage filled with hypercars. Yet there is still a car that you will never be able to own. Because only one person was chosen. And the story behind it is incredible. Number 5. Pagani Zona HP Barchetta. Some hypercars are rare. Others are extremely rare. But the Pagani Zona HP Barchetta belongs to an entirely different category. Because only 3 units exist in the world. And one of them belongs to the founder of Pagani himself, Horacio Pagani. Meaning only 2 were available for customers. Just 2. Each one costing roughly $17 million. But the design of this car is what truly sets it apart. The rear wheels are partially covered. The roof is completely open. And the body is made almost entirely from carbon fiber. It looks less like a car and more like a futuristic sculpture. Under the hood sits a 7.3-liter naturally aspirated V12 engine built by AMG, producing over 800 horsepower. And because the car is incredibly lightweight, the driving experience is described as pure mechanical madness. But the real reason this car is nearly impossible to buy is because Pagani treats every vehicle like a piece of art. Owners are carefully selected, and the company prefers selling to passionate collectors, rather than investors looking to flip the car for profit. And that philosophy has made Pagani one of the most respected hypercar brands on earth. But believe it or not, the next car on this list might be even more mysterious. Because it wasn't just built for wealth. It was built for royalty. And very few people have ever even seen it in person. Number 4. Rolls-Royce Boat Tail. In the world of ultra-luxury automobiles, Rolls-Royce stands at the very top. But even among Rolls-Royce vehicles, there is one car that stands far above the rest. The Rolls-Royce Boat Tail. A one-of-one masterpiece. And for several years, it held the title of the most expensive new car ever built. The price? An estimated $13 million. But this wasn't a car you could simply buy. The Boat Tail was commissioned by a mysterious billionaire collector who approached Rolls-Royce with a vision. He wanted something inspired by classic luxury yachts and vintage Rolls-Royce models from the 1920s and 1930s. And the company agreed to create something truly unique. The result took 4 years to build. Every panel, every surface, every detail was handcrafted. The car's sweeping rear design resembles the tail of a luxury yacht. And the roof is made almost entirely of glass, creating a panoramic view of the sky. Inside, the interior feels less like a car and more like a luxury penthouse suite on wheels. There's handcrafted wood throughout the cabin, custom leather seats, and even a hidden champagne compartment with crystal glasses. But here's the fascinating part. Rolls-Royce has made it very clear. They will never build another one like it. Meaning even if you offered them $50 million today, you still couldn't buy a Boat Tail. Because its uniqueness is exactly what makes it priceless. But the next car on our list is something even more mysterious. Because unlike the Boat Tail, this machine was never meant for the public at all. Imagine a car so rare, most people don't even know it exists. A car created secretly for one of the most powerful royal families in the world. And even billionaires have tried and failed to obtain one. Number 3. Lamborghini Veneno Roadster. When Lamborghini unveiled the Veneno, the world was stunned. This car looked like something straight out of a science fiction movie. Sharp edges, aggressive aerodynamics, and a design so extreme it barely looked road legal. But the Veneno wasn't built to be practical. It was built to celebrate Lamborghini's 50th anniversary. And the company decided to create something truly outrageous. Only 9 Veneno Roadsters were ever produced. 9. Each priced at roughly $4.5 million at launch. But today, collectors estimate their value at over $10 million. Under the hood sits a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 engine, producing around 750 horsepower. That power launches the Veneno from 0 to 60 in just 2.9 seconds. And the top speed reaches nearly 221 miles per hour. But once again, you couldn't simply buy one. Lamborghini personally selected its buyers. Only their most loyal and prestigious collectors were invited. These were people who had purchased multiple Lamborghinis over many years. People with deep connections to the brand. And even among wealthy collectors, many were turned away. Because Lamborghini wanted the Veneno to remain something special. Something rare. Something almost mythical. But believe it or not, the next car on our list is even more exclusive. Because only 2 people in the world were allowed to buy it. And the story behind it is absolutely unbelievable. Number 2. Ferrari FXXK Evo. Ferrari is famous for building some of the most beautiful supercars ever created. But hidden behind Ferrari's public lineup, there is a secret world. A world reserved for only the most elite Ferrari clients. This world is called Ferrari's XX program. And one of the most extreme machines ever created in that program is the Ferrari FXXK Evo. Now here's where things get truly fascinating. This car isn't even road legal. It's not street legal. And it's not even built for normal racing series. Instead, it was designed purely for Ferrari's private track program. Only a small group of Ferrari's most trusted collectors were invited to purchase one. And even if you were invited, there was another catch. You don't actually keep the car in your garage. Instead, Ferrari stores the vehicle for you in their own facilities. Whenever there is an exclusive Ferrari track event, they transport the car to the circuit, prepare it, maintain it, and allow you to drive it during the event. Afterward, the car returns to Ferrari's headquarters, meaning the owner technically owns the vehicle, but Ferrari maintains full control over it. Only 40 units of the FXXK Evo were ever produced, and each one costs well over $2.5 million. Under the hood lies a monstrous hybrid powertrain. A naturally aspirated V12 engine combined with electric motors, together producing around 1035 horsepower. That's more power than many Formula One cars from just a decade ago. But the most incredible part is the aerodynamics. Ferrari redesigned the Evo version with massive carbon fiber wings, aggressive diffusers, and advanced airflow systems. At high speeds, this car generates over 800 kilograms of downforce. Enough to glue the car to the track like a fighter jet hugging the runway. But remember, you can't simply buy one. You must be invited. You must be approved. And you must already be one of Ferrari's most loyal collectors. Yet, even this incredible machine is not the most exclusive car in the world. Because the number 1 car on this list is something truly extraordinary. A vehicle so rare, even billionaires cannot request it. Imagine a car so exclusive. Only one exists on Earth. A machine created not for the market, but for a specific person. A car that took years to design, thousands of hours to build, and millions upon millions of dollars to create. Even if the richest person alive walked into the showroom, they still couldn't buy it. Because the manufacturer will never build another one. Number 1. Bugatti La Voiture Noire. In the world of hypercars, few names command as much respect as Bugatti. For over a century, Bugatti has built machines that push the limits of engineering. But in 2019, they revealed something truly unbelievable. A car so exclusive, it instantly became one of the most legendary vehicles ever created. The Bugatti La Voiture Noire. Translated from French, it means the black car. And the name perfectly matches its dark, mysterious design. This hypercar was created as a tribute to one of the rarest Bugattis ever built. The legendary Bugatti Type 57 SC Atlantic. Only 4 of those cars were ever produced. And one of them vanished during World War II. Becoming one of the greatest mysteries in automotive history. So Bugatti decided to honor that legend by creating the ultimate modern tribute, La Voiture Noire. But here's the part that shocked the entire world. Only one single unit was built. Just one. The car reportedly sold for around $18 to $20 million, making it one of the most expensive cars ever created. Under the hood sits Bugatti's legendary 8.0-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine, producing around 1,500 horsepower. The same monstrous power plant found in the Bugatti Chiron. But performance wasn't the focus here. The focus was design and exclusivity. The body is sculpted from handcrafted carbon fiber. The rear features an incredible 6 exhaust pipes. And the continuous LED light bar stretches across the entire back of the car, giving it an unmistakable futuristic look. Owning La Voiture Noire means owning something that literally no one else on Earth can have. And that is the ultimate definition of exclusivity. But the story of these cars reveals something deeper. Something fascinating about wealth, status, and prestige. And that's exactly what we'll explore in the final part of this video. Because at the highest levels of wealth, money stops being the ultimate advantage. When you are a billionaire, you can already buy almost anything. Private islands, mega yachts, penthouse skyscrapers, even space travel. So how do brands create something that still feels special to someone who already owns everything? The answer is scarcity. When something becomes so rare, so limited, that even the richest people on Earth cannot easily obtain it, it transforms from a product into a symbol of ultimate status. That's exactly why companies like Ferrari, Bugatti, Pagani, and Rolls-Royce carefully control who can buy their rarest machines. They are not just selling cars. They are selling membership into an elite circle. A club that money alone cannot buy entry into. This may sound surprising, but many hypercar companies actually reject customers. Sometimes for reasons that might shock you. For example, Ferrari has reportedly banned collectors who sold their limited edition cars too quickly. Because Ferrari believes those cars should belong to true enthusiasts, not investors looking for profit. Some manufacturers even monitor resale markets. If a buyer flips the car immediately after purchase, they might never receive another invitation again. Imagine that. Being one of the richest people alive, and still getting blacklisted by a car company. But that's the strange psychology of ultra-luxury brands. Because the moment anyone can buy something, it stops being exclusive. The billionaire collector world. Behind closed doors, there exists a hidden world of hypercar collectors. People who own garages filled with machines worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Some collectors own multiple Bugattis, several Ferraris, rare Lamborghinis, and one-of-one concept cars. These garages sometimes look more like private museums than parking spaces. Temperature-controlled rooms, custom lighting, and security systems worthy of a bank vault. But even inside those collections, there are still cars that remain unreachable. Machines that only exist once. Vehicles created for royalty, or designed for a single collector. And those are the cars that become legends. Why these cars become legendary? Think about the cars we discussed today. The Rolls-Royce Boat Tail, the Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta, the Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio, the Lamborghini Veneno Roadster, the Bugatti Centodieci, and of course, the incredible Bugatti La Voiture Noire. These cars aren't just expensive. They are stories. Each one represents years of design, engineering, craftsmanship, and a level of detail that borders on obsession. Hundreds of designers. Thousands of hours of work. And millions of dollars poured into a single machine. Not to build transportation, but to build art on wheels. The future of hypercar exclusivity. And believe it or not, this world is only becoming more extreme. Today, automakers are pushing exclusivity further than ever before. Limited production runs. One-off commissions. Secret invitation-only purchase lists. Some companies are even creating cars that are never meant to leave the track. Others are designing machines that are essentially rolling sculptures. And with the rise of electric hypercars, the next generation of exclusive vehicles could become even more extraordinary. Faster. More advanced. More futuristic. But also, even harder to obtain. Because in the world of ultimate luxury, the rarer something becomes, the more powerful its status. So the next time you see a hypercar worth millions of dollars, remember this. The price tag isn't the most impressive part. The most impressive part is that someone, somewhere, had to be chosen to own it. Not just wealthy enough, but selected. Because in the rarest corners of the automotive world, money opens the door, but it doesn't guarantee entry. And now we want to hear from you. Which of these insane machines would you choose if money was no object? The Bugatti La Voiture Noire? The Rolls-Royce Boat Tail? Or the wild Lamborghini Veneno Roadster? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed discovering the world's most exclusive cars, make sure to like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more incredible stories about luxury cars, hypercars, and billionaire machines. And don't miss the next video on your screen right now, where we reveal 10 hypercars that cost more than private jets. Trust me, you don't want to miss that one. Because the next machines we're about to show you are even more unbelievable.